So Alex Caruso is now a Thunder, and Josh Giddey is now playing for the Bulls. That sounds like an okay trade. JJ Redick is our coach now. They got him for 4 years, so he's gonna be coaching after LeBron is retired. I don't think LeBron's gonna be in the league for 3 years. I think he's gonna just do two. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday to y'all. It's your boy Mike D, aka DDE8, aka 13th Wonder of the World. Mike Deezy. Shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to Bobby Reezy, M Breezy, Naya, my sister. I love all y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Point of View. Wow, busy stuff going on in the world of sports still, even though the NBA champions are the Boston Celtics. The NBA is still on the radar. JJ Redick will be the coach of the Lakers. LeBron has a chance to win another championship. If they didn't get him, I thought they should have gotten either Mark Jackson or Monty Williams or Sam Cassell. I think Monty Williams could be the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's just that he hasn't won when he needed to. That's one of the things right there. Not only that though, but it's interesting to see what the Thunder could do. They need a guy like Caruso that could help them tone down the offense. Shea could be off the ball a little bit now, and now that gives the Thunder a chance. You guys got to remember, the Thunder has all the draft picks. They have a lot of cap space. They have all kind of stuff going on with them, as well as Philly, as well as the Knicks. So we'll see what happens with all of that as it comes forth, as free agents and trades start coming forth before the draft. Oh, man. AEW, Ospreay, Swerve, going to be one of the best matches on the card. We'll see what happens with that. I still think that Swerve could possibly lose. But Ospreay probably is going to lose. I think you don't just take away the house of Swerve just yet. Not just yet. Not only that, we see all the matches that are getting put forth, the Acclaim and the Young Bucks are probably going to fight for the tag team titles. You see the House of Black up against the Patriot family. Very interesting. Jack Perry is probably going to be the favorite to win the TNT title. With no further ado, you're going to see Mariah May have to decide Toni Storm or her best friend that was in Stardom. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with AEW as they get forward to this. I'll run down the card with you guys sometime next week, or probably whenever Rampage or Collision comes on. Not only that, it looks like it could possibly be Daniel Garcia against Will Ospreay for the international title. Interesting to see where that goes. MJF and Roosh had a great match. Great match, commercial free yesterday. It was great. It was a good matchup. Like 15 minutes long, and you can see that they're trying to build MJF back up for that big moment to where he probably will become the world champion again. It's a possibility of happening and happening and happening. Not only that, wow, man, interesting stuff going on here. Speaking of AEW, there is a rumor out that Shane McMahon could possibly be interested in going to AEW. Let me say this. If this happens, if Shane McMahon decides to work with Tony Khan, this is going to be one of the blows that WWE will be affected by it, but will not automatically be affected by it. Because the WWE is a hamster in a cage that keeps running and running and running. You guys got to remember this. CM Punk talked about this 10 years ago when before he left WWE, back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken, Money in the Bank. When they cut the mic off on him for having the pipe bomb, he said that the company was going to be ran by Vince McMahon's doofus son-in-law and his daughter. That has came to fruition. Vince McMahon is no longer a part of WWE like that. Do they still pay him? Yes, they still pay him. Of course they still pay him. Why am I talking about Shane McMahon? You guys got to remember, when they had the match set up for Seth Rollins to go up against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, I think it was because last year he got hurt at WrestleMania being a special entry. At the 2022 WrestleMania, was it WrestleMania 2022? Yes, when Cody came. Listen to me very closely. There was a conversation about having Shane McMahon versus Seth Rollins. They canned it because Vince McMahon allowed for his son to be released. So with that being said, guess what else happens? Shane McMahon comes back at last year's WrestleMania, not this past, but at last year's WrestleMania to go up against The Miz. And it didn't work because he got injured as soon as he got in the ring. And nobody hasn't seen Shane McMahon since. And that was 2 years ago, almost. So now you look at this and you say, AEW, what can he do over there? Well, half of the guys know him. Edge, Jericho, The Big Show. You know, all those guys know Shane McMahon. That's there. Samoa Joe. So if he goes there, what is he going to do? They're going to put him in these death-defying matches, and they're going to try to build off him. Swerve Strickland as well. He knows Shane McMahon. You know, Mercedes Moné, she knows Shane McMahon. Saraya knows Shane McMahon. You know, and so Athena, all these. The thing about it is, what can he do? Is he coming in as a creative, or is he coming in as a wrestler? Who knows? But this is exactly what I say. Things like this could happen in wrestling at any time. Anytime, folks. And so that's one of the biggest rumors of the day right there. Shane McMahon could possibly be going to AEW. TNA tonight, I don't know if they're going to talk about what happened at NXT. They might pipe it in somewhere. Jeff Hardy is now a part of TNA. From what I've heard, they haven't signed the TNA contracts. I don't think the Hardy Boys should go back to WWE unless for two reasons. They're retiring there, and they're getting a Hall of Fame induction. Other than that, you do not need to have Jeff Hardy back in your locker room in WWE. Unless you want to take a chance on him again. I don't bring him back. I keep him in TNA. And here's why. Do you guys remember the last time Jeff Hardy was in WWE? At a live event, he walked out after having his match. walked out. At a live event, Jeff Hardy walked through the crowd and walked out of WWE, only to go to AEW to sign with where his brother Matt Hardy was in AEW. Now they're in TNA. They were very, very important to TNA 10 years ago. You have got to capitalize on the Hardys. If you get the Hardys there, and this is why I said this. When you get the Hardys in TNA, they should have a Motor Machine Gun run. The Motor City Machine Guns. Whatever Shelley and Sabin was, the Motor City guys. I call them Motor Machine Guns because that's what they were called. The Motor City Machine Guns. I think, and I'm just I'm just trying to get the words right so I won't blabber it up on live. But you give them the Motor City Machine Guns run in TNA, the Hardys, Matt and Jeff Hardys, because the Hardy Boys have been very important to the business. I don't care what anybody tells you, they have been very important to the business. And you don't just ride out on them like they don't matter. So, with that being said, let me say something else. Do I think anybody else will come to TNA from WWE? Yes, I do. I don't know yet, but you're going to see some more surprises. And, it's just what it is right now. Baseball talk will be more and more relevant, talked about on the point of view as the NBA is slowing down, but the offseason is getting hot. The first day of summer, so we're out here to embrace the summer. Be safe, be careful. God bless you, God keep you. I'm out. Be back on tomorrow with the TNA recap, also the preview of Friday Night SmackDown, and so forth. God bless you, God keep you. I'm out.